Welcome, guys. It's Shadrach. Right. Now we are going to look at the briefcase at the top, the top navigation, which you view even outside the app or inside the app. Right. Please don't mind all the gibberish words that you are seeing. These were samples that we're working around with just to see if the functionality is working. But I wanted to give you guys a detailed explanation of what this is. Right. The academic task pool is where individuals across the platform they advertise or they request, or let's use the word advertise. They send in a task. Maybe they want help with a dissertation. Maybe they want help with an assignment. They want help with an essay. They want help with homework. They want one-on-one session, maybe for presentation to come up with a good presentation. Um, it could be anything as long as it's an educational thing, or it could be an Excel template. It could be anything that they want assisted with within the platform. So what then happens is they put up their budget that they expect to pay for the task. So as you can see, Frank Madlala put up a task. Well, he described his task as gibberish, those letters, and then the task is from a geography subject. So you would expect to request to do this task when you're a geography specialist or you teach geography, right? So the description will always be there. So if it's a project, maybe they want a school project. It could be a student that want help with a school project. They don't even have a topic. So they would describe what exactly they are struggling with. Then they put their budget, and then they put their due date to say, I want this task to be done maybe after 2 days, or today or tomorrow. Then teachers, when they get in, only teachers and admins are allowed to send in proposals for these tasks. So when they are sending proposals, they're sending in a proposal to explain how and why they think they're going to be the perfect individual to actually complete that task. And they're also allowed to put up a counter budget for task that was described by that individual. If the individual put up $3, you can say, okay, fine, I don't think $3 is enough for this project. I think I can do this project with maybe $5. Or then the next person who sends in a proposal, who could be a teacher as well, interested in completing that task, might say, okay, I think I can do it at $2.50. That's entirely up to them. But the person who created the task is the one who's going to accept the proposal that they feel comfortable to work with for their task. So they are also able to see your profile as the person who's applying, who's sent in the proposal. They will see your reviews on your profile. They'll see your teacher lessons. They will see your quizzes that you've created. They will see everything about you. So they are also comfortable to say, oh, for sure, this person, this teacher is good enough for my project. Is based on the content that they have already displayed, right? So in general, this is what you see. So the description will be displaying in the white box where I haven't really put any details to it. So you will see the budget when it was posted, but also the due date. The deadline is already there. So if the deadline is already passed, you don't need to apply for this task. All right. And if you see an individual taking some time without having to respond to your to your to your proposal, it simply means that they haven't you were not accepted. It might mean that you were not accepted. But some they can reject, just to let you know. But it's good to let the individuals that are sending in proposals to know that their proposal has been rejected. It's good communication with across the platform. But only those that accept, that were that were accepted to do the task, they receive a notification. So it means if I say accept to say maybe another, maybe Maxwell had also sent in a proposal, and I'm happy with what the proposal is entailing, how he's going to do my project, how he's going to help me. I think I'm happy with it, and I've seen his reviews, I've seen his profile, I've seen his lessons, him teaching that subject. I think this is a good person that I want to work with. If they accept, immediately they get into a chat. So they send a message to say, hey, I'm interested, like I've already shown you um, in the messages. That was Frank Madlala. So already, hello, I've accepted your proposal for the task, which means Frank Madlala's task that we were seeing before, he accepted this individual, which is called admin, to say, yes, you're the perfect person to do the task based on the proposal. So let's discuss the details to get started. That's when you guys start chatting on how, okay, fine, how do we do the project, because you've already agreed on the amount. So for them to stick to their amount, it's good to keep the conversation within the platform so that you have evidence. Us as study companion, there are some matters we can't be involved in because these are conversations that are between you and the person who's selling the product to you. So it's good to have clarity on what you guys are agreeing on before starting the project, and also having to pay the right amounts that you guys agreed on that are as advertised. If there's anything that is to change, then that should also be clear within your chart as well, that this is going to be paid as extra and so forth. All right, I always prefer to use the dark mode. There we go. All right, I think that'll be also, that's the functionality that we have in the task. So we've got individuals sending in tasks to be helped with, and then we've got individuals that send in proposals to actually complete those tasks at fees that they are able to work with.